Hello, my little legends. Today is a very special day because we are starting a brand new magical journey together. A journey into the Ramayana. Now, this is not just any normal story, okay? This is a story of a kind and brave prince, Ram, his wise and beautiful queen, Sita, and their adventures that taught the world about truth, courage, and love. But wait, before we meet Ram and Sita, we must first learn about the people and the events that came before them. Because every big story begins with something small, something important. So today, we begin our Ramayana series with the very first episode. A story about a simple boy named Shrawan Kumar. A boy whose love for his parents was so strong that even the gods were moved. A boy whose story would change the life of King Dashrath and shape the destiny of Ram himself. Are you ready to hear this heart-touching tale? Then sit back, take a deep breath, and let's travel together into the forest where our story begins. A long time ago, in the grand kingdom of Ayodhya, there lived a kind and a brave king named Dashrath. Ayodhya was a place of happiness with golden palaces, colorful gardens, and people who sang songs of joy. The river sparkled, the trees danced in wind, and the people were very proud of their wise king. King Dashrath had 3 queens. The eldest queen was Kaushalya. She was a gentle and graceful woman. The second queen was Sumitra. She was calm and wise. And the third queen was Kaikeyi. She was bold and brave, who rode chariots and fought in battles. Life in the palace was full of love and laughter. Until one day, something happened that would change the king's life forever. One morning, King Dashrath went deep into the forest for hunting. Hunting was a favorite activity of kings in those days, okay? He carried his bow and arrows and listened closely to the sounds around him. He was trying to find an animal to hunt, and he has just spotted a deer. At the very same time, in another part of the forest, walked a young boy named Shrawan Kumar. Shravan wasn't a prince. He didn't live in the palace or wear shiny clothes. But his heart was pure gold. His parents were old and blind, and Shravan loved him more than anything in the world. He had built a special carrier which looked like a weighing beam. That is, a wooden stick with 2 baskets. His father sat in one basket and his mother in the other. Shravan gently lifted the stick on his shoulder and walked barefoot, singing bhajans to keep his parents happy. That afternoon, his parents said softly, "Son, we feel thirsty. Can you get us some water, please?" Shravan smiled and nodded. He knew there was a cool lake nearby. "Yes, parents, I will be right back," he said gently and walked towards the sound of flowing water. Meanwhile, King Dashrath was hiding behind the tree, still looking for the deer. And suddenly, he heard a splashing sound. The sound of water moving near the lake. At that moment, Shravan had reached the lake and was filling his pot. Hearing the sound, King thought that it was the deer drinking water. He raised his bow, pulled back the string, and released the arrow. Swish! And then silence. A cry echoed through the forest. King Dashrath paused. Oh wait, that did not sound like a deer. He ran towards the lake, and there, sitting by the water's edge, was a young boy. Shravan was holding his side. His clay pot had rolled beside him. The king's heart filled with worry. Oh no! What have I done? He rushed to Shravan, held his hand, and said, Dear child, I thought it was a deer. I am so sorry. But Shravan wasn't angry. With a soft voice, he said, My parents, they are blind and waiting for me to bring them water. Please take this pot to them. Tell them I love them. The king gently took the pot. Shravan gave a peaceful smile and slowly closed his eyes to rest forever. King Dashrath stood still. The forest around him seemed frozen in time. He walked quietly through the trees, holding the pot until he reached an old couple sitting beneath the tree. They turned their heads as he approached. Is that you, beta Shravan? The king knelt down and said softly, I'm not your son. Your son sent me with this water, and he told me to give you all his love. The forest held its breath. Shravan's mother placed her hand on her heart and gently rested her head. She breathed her last. Shravan's father, with tears in his eyes, whispered, Our world is gone. Our Shravan is gone. But O King, may you also understand this pain one day. May you too go far away from your son. That will be my last words for you. And with that moment, the forest fell silent once again. Shravan's father also breathed his last. King Dashrath was heartbroken. He performed the last rites for Shravan and his parents with all the love and respect. But his father's words, that curse of separation, stayed with him always. From that day on, the king and his queens waited for a child. But many years passed and their palace remained quiet. The people of Ayodhya, they loved their king a lot, but they too waited for a prince, a ray of hope to carry on King Dashrath's legacy. Okay, but hold on. Kids, did you notice something? When Shravan's father gave that curse, he said, one day king will be separated from his son. Okay, Are you understanding that he said that King Dashrath will have a son? Isn't it? Yes, a very special one. Now, who will he be? When will he be born? And what will his destiny look like? Okay. Calm down, kids. I know you guys are getting very, very curious about the next story, but you have to wait for our next episode, kids, where something magical happens inside the royal palace of Ayodhya. See you soon, my little legends. Do not forget to subscribe and ring the magical bell so you don't miss the next episode in our Ramayana series. Until then, be kind, be loving, and always take care of your parents, just like Shravan did. And together we say what? Jai Shri Ram!